Hi Simmers, this is Kendra Plays The Sims, and for today's video, I just want to talk about all of the shocking new updates that are coming with this EA buyout and all of the backlash that is coming with it. So if you're interested in hearing what I have to say and all this crazy news, go ahead and stay tuned. But first things first, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, hype, all of the great things. That way you always see my content. And let's go ahead and get started. So if you didn't know, basically EA has been bought out or acquired by different private equity funds, different partners, and especially Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. And this deal has been valued at about $55 billion. And there's going to be basically this kind of idea that EA is going to be able to innovate and grow in the competitive gaming industry. So it's not just The Sims, but it's also other games as well. But this buyout has sparked concerns from U.S. senators regarding the foreign influence and national security risk, particularly due to Saudi Arabia's involvement. And there's a lot of other crazy stuff that I will leave down in the description box. So if you want to go click out the links, you can do that. But essentially with that, it raises concerns about job security and restructuring EA Studios due to the added debt. So we're seeing a lot of backlash here, and that's what I want to talk about next is some of our Simmers leaving the community. So one of the first creators that was the one to leave was James Turner. And basically he wrote on his YouTube channel, with the news of the buyout and understanding who will be owning EA in the future, I plan on shifting our focus to include more variety. In addition to that, I have decided to leave the creator network and have asked to remove my creator code. And basically with that creator code, they're essentially affiliate links. And it's kind of unclear of how big of a revenue stream that is for James, but basically that is a really, really big stance to take. So he's basically leaving all of that behind due to this buyout. So the next Simmer to leave is Plumbella, and she's actually one of my favorite YouTube Sims creators of all time. I love her content. But basically she said, due to the recent sale, I have asked to leave the EA Creator Network and I will not buy or make content around any future releases. I think taking this stand is the right choice for me personally, but I'm not going to judge anybody on their decision. I'm in a privileged position to be able to say I'm leaving so easily. So this is a big stance to take too. She's basically saying she's not making any more future content around any of the future releases, which is a really, really big thing, especially to be a EA creator. So I'm really interested to see where her content is going to go in the future, but that must mean something big if she's not going to make any more content for future releases, especially around this buyout. Last but not least, we have Lil Simsie. And she's one of the biggest creators, I would say, in regards to the EA Creator Network. So her kind of stepping away or being confused is quite concerning. She has basically echoed the sentiments of Plumbella and James. She said, the values represented by the people acquiring EA are fundamentally at odds with what I stand for and support. I've been losing sleep over it for weeks, and I've been deeply struggling with what to do moving forward. So it seems like she's kind of on the fence about what she's going to do next. I think it'll be very interesting to see if she steps away, because if she does, I feel like things will start to crumble. A lot of people love her content. They love when she does her reviews on the new releases. So I'm really interested to see where this is going to go next, especially for all of these creators who are going to step down. So with all the backlash, I really think the Sims team is trying to cover their tracks and make sure that they don't lose their core audience. Basically, they sent out this email specifically to a gamer by the name of Sweet Ash Gamer on Twitter. And this is what she got. It says a lot of stuff in the beginning about all the events going on, but it also says, we also want you to know that we see the broader conversation happening around EA. It's important to reiterate that our mission, values, and commitment to players and fans around the world are not changing, and The Sims will continue to be a space where you can express your authentic self. It also says they have very much stuff to look forward to coming up. There will be a big update and some fresh freebies coming to The Sims in early November, with more on the horizon as we look forward to an exciting 2026. So it seems like they're like, okay, don't leave. We don't want you to leave. You know, they're kind of starting to freak out a little bit. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And they also put out an official statement too. So this statement says, we're continually inspired by our incredible players and creators, by your imagination, creativity, and the joy you bring to The Sims every day. We deeply respect that everyone experiences The Sims in their own way and will make choices that are right for them. And then they kind of reiterate what they were saying before about their mission, values, and commitment to remaining the same. But they also said on November 4th, there will be a big update coming to The Sims 4 that includes 150 fixes and fresh freebies. And more details are to be coming this Monday on October 27th. And this is the first of ongoing updates that address the things that matter most to you. So they're really clearing things up for us. They're basically saying nothing's going to change here. In addition to that, you're going to get some freebies and 150 fixes. I don't know if this balances out the buyout or not, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction because we actually have been asking for a lot of things to be fixed. And I'm wondering if they're doing this because of the buyout or if they were already going to do it anyways. I don't really know, to be quite honest. So I'm really looking forward to see how things go. I'm really hoping that things don't change in 2027. I would hate to have to leave The Sims and like go to something else. But I will if I have to. I really don't want anything to be like messed with. I would like to, for everything to stay inclusive, everybody to be represented. I really hope that they don't change things too much. So I'm hoping this buyout will be a thing that doesn't impact us too much, but we won't really see until it actually goes live. So we'll actually see in a year and a half, 2 years, and actually see what happens with this game. So what do you think about everything that I talked about in this video as far as the buyout goes, Simmer stepping down, us getting all these big updates? I would love to know your thoughts. I kind of feel like they're just trying to give us stuff just to see what sticks so we can calm down, but I could be being overly pessimistic. I don't really know, but I would love to know your thoughts down below about this whole matter and what you think is going to happen in the future. So like I said before, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, hype it, that way other people see it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.